Good morning, students. Now, today we are going to discuss the next topic of Extension 111 under Education Psychology, that is intelligence. In last lecture, we have discussed about the education psychology, its scopes and importance. Okay. Now, intelligence. Under this topic, we are going to discuss the definition, types, factors affecting intelligence, measurement of intelligence. Now, exam definitely there will question explain the factors affecting intelligence, and also another question is that explain the measurement of intelligence. Okay. Now, first of all, we see the definition of intelligence. Now, intelligence म्हणजे हुशारी. Okay. So, intelligence is the ability of individual to adjust himself to the condition that arise in the environment. It is the ability. Intelligence is nothing but the ability or capacity of individuals. But which kind of ability? That individual is able to adjust himself to the conditions that arises in the environment. Whatever the conditions are arises in the environment. For example, if you are going to appear to the exam, final exams, so which condition arises in the final exam? That is question paper. And according to your knowledge, according to your capacity, ability, you try to solve that question paper. So that question paper is the condition arises in the environment. And if you are able to solve that questions paper according to your ability, so accordingly your intelligence is going to be measured. Another one, intelligence is the aggregate or global capacity of individual. Aggregate global capacity means all your capacity, all your abilities of the individuals. For what? To act purposefully, target oriented, objective oriented, purpose oriented. If you are able to act, if you are able to carry out the work, then think rationally, thinking according to the situation. If you are able to think accordingly and deal effectively, dealing effectively with a particular situation. If you have all that abilities to act purposefully, think rationally, and deal effectively, then on that basis your intelligence level will be decided. Okay. So these are the two definitions of intelligence. You can write any one in an exam. So basically, try to prepare this definition in a final exam. Then there are three types of intelligence. These types are also going to be asked in an exam. First one is the abstract intelligence. What is the abstract intelligence? It is known as professional intelligence or ability for language, dance, mathematics, science, etc. Generalized ability. That means the proficiency of an individual in particular aspects. Suppose you are proficient in a language, particular language. If you are able to have proficiency in dance or in a particular subject, in science, so according to that, your abilities, you are classified as abstract intelligence. Then another one is the mechanical ability. The mechanical ability, it is for skill, trade, perfection in industrial pursuit. Abilities of individual in technical, mechanical field. If you are engineer, for example, if you are having proficiency in a particular technical field, engineering field, or what we can say that mechanical field, then it is referred as a mechanical ability. And last one is the social ability. That is, social ability means contacting, mixing with the people. Basically, salesman, leader, teacher have that kind of ability as they work with the people and have greatest interest in the human aspects. They try to develop mental relation with the people. They try to mix with the people, maintaining contact with them. So that abilities is called as social abilities. Salesman, leaders, they have this kind of social ability. So these are the three types of intelligence. Very easier one. Abstract means proficiency in particular subject. Mechanical, that is proficiency in a mechanical technical field, skills. And social ability means contacting or relating with the people. Okay. Now, factors affecting intelligence. In exam, definitely there will question, explain the different factors. 7 factors are there, one by one we will discuss. First one is the heredity and environment. Now, heredity provides a physical body to the individuals, the physical body which we have right now, that is because of heredity. And environment provides the maturation and training. Environment means the school, college, friend circle, neighbors in which you are living. That is going to provide you maturation and training. By that, people from that institute, you are going to learn a new thing or different things in the universe. Basically, variation in IQ is determined 68% by heredity and 32% by environment. IQ means your intelligence level. Whatever the variation in intelligence level is there, it is basically 68% due to heredity and 32% due to the environment in which you are living. So, as heredity cannot change, we are unable to change the heredity because heredital characteristics we are getting from our parents. So, we are unable to change that heredital character. But variation is IQ is must due to the environment in which we are living. The environment in which we are living, that is going to affect your intelligence level. The school, colleges in which you are going to learn, the friend circle with which you are living, the neighbors with which you are living, your family members, all that going to influence your intelligence level. So variation in intelligence is mainly because of these things. Now second one is the age. The brightness or dullness in childhood remains same throughout our life. Whether you are bright or dull in your childhood, according to that situation is remain throughout your life. The person achieve maximum IQ up to age of 20. Up to age of 20, your IQ means you are able to achieve maximum intelligence level, maximum knowledge. That IQ remain constant up to age 50. Intelligence level remains same up to age 50 years and then rapidly decreases. If health and other factors are interference, means if health is not supporting you, if your body is not going to support you, decline in eyesight, etc., etc. So that because of that, your intelligence level is going to be decreased after age 50. But while some abilities will remain constant throughout your life. Main thing, you are able to achieve maximum intelligence up to age 20. So your graduation is going to complete up to age 21 or 22. And based on that graduation knowledge level, you are able to do the work up to age 50. Because your intelligence level is remaining same. Likewise, age is going to influence the intelligence level. Then health and physical development. Physical and mental health may related to one's ability to gain desirable achievements. You physically, mentally, you must be perfect one. You must have that capacity. Then you are able to learn the new things. One with delicate health, poor health, may not possess enough energy to engage in a mental activity. If you are suffering from fever, headache, if your health is not supporting, then you are unable to learn the new things. You are unable to engage in a mental activity. You are unable to attend the school, colleges. Physical defect or incomplete maturation may affect the intelligence level. Likewise, physical defect influence the intelligence level of the individual. So, for physical handicap students, there is a reservation because of their physical handicap, physical defect, they are unable to devote much more as like normal individual. Then sex. Few years ago, it was thought that boys and men are more intelligent than girls and women. That means male is more intelligent than female. It is consideration earlier year. Men were supposed to be more mechanical than women. That means having much more ability as compared to women, because men are much more strong. But nowadays, sex is not a limiting factor in a respect of intelligence, in a respect of capacity of individual. Girls or female are also doing same as like boys. Right now, both men and women are doing the same kind of jobs and occupations. So, sex is not right now a limiting factor in intelligence level. Then race is nothing, is doesn't mean the competition. Spardha navi, competition navi. Means, race means your heredity, your vamshavali. So, difference exists in families as a result of environment, the environment in which we are living. In older days, the lower community people were deprived of educational facilities. Lower community people, that is from Shudras category, they didn't get much more educational facilities. They didn't have that kind of facilities in older days. Okay, that is the race. So they are unable to learn. Okay, but likewise, hence was limiting factor for intelligence. As they are from lower community, they didn't get that opportunity to learn in that particular school, college, and they are deprived. Okay. But now this situation is changed. Now there is a reservation for that particular people also. So they also get equal opportunity to learn in a particular school, college. The next one is the culture. Culture influences the intelligence of the individuals to a particular degree. That is, up to certain level, it is going to influence the intelligence level of the individual. It determines the attitude and ability of the individuals. Culture determines your attitude, abilities. Basically, culture is the part of your family, religion, caste. Whatever things you are going to learn from your family, religion, caste, that things, that attitude, that capacities we are going to follow in our life. Likewise, culture is going to decide your attitude. तुमची मानसिकता ठरते कल्चरवर. Your family is going to support you. Okay. And the last factor in intelligence, factors affecting intelligence, that is the social economic situation, condition. In earlier development of individual, the condition at house exercise considerable influence on his behavior and attitude. Earlier age of development, when the individual is at the age of 5 to 6 years, at that time, or up to 10 years, at that time, the situation of the family is going to influence his capacity or development. The interest, socioeconomic condition of the parents has greater impact on intelligence level of the child. During the childhood, if we are able to give him proper facilities, proper schools, everything, then the development of that child is much more bigger, faster, or good one as compared to other. So socioeconomic condition of the family is playing important role in developing intelligence level of the individuals. So it should be a strong one. So these are the 7 factors which are playing important role in a development of the intelligence. In exam, they will question define intelligence, explain the factors affecting intelligence. Always remember, especially in case of race, that is the number 5th, I think. Race is not a competition. Okay, race means your family reputation or from which category you are. Okay, likewise, it is going to influence the intelligence level. But right now, as reservations are there, so it is also not playing important role in deciding the intelligence or factors affecting the intelligence. Okay. Now the next point under intelligence topic is the measurement of intelligence. But this measurement of intelligence we will discuss in another part of the or in the next lecture of this intelligence topic. Okay. Thank you.